Welcome, everyone, to a special episode of Cinema and BS. I'm your host, Lex, and I'm joined by the almighty himself, Trav.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey.
On this special episode, we're going to be breaking down the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. Just to give you an idea of what the show is about. On this show, we discuss movies, television, but worry not if you want to talk about games, because we do have a dedicated gaming channel called PSMBS, which is also on YouTube. So if you need your gaming fix, check out PSMBS. But right now, we're going to talk about cinema. And today's episode is special. The Godzilla vs. Kong trailer just dropped. And we're going to talk about the trailer. We're going to talk about the casting. We're going to break down some theories that are floating out there. And we're going to have some hot takes, because I got some hot takes. So, Trav, go ahead and come back.
Woo!
I'm going to bring in this trailer in the background while we talk about it. All right, I'm going to have that there.
Wow.
So,
wow.
What did you think of this trailer, man?
Wow. I mean, I'm pretty much upset that this movie is coming into theaters as well.
Yes. Simultaneous release, just like Wonder Woman.
Even though I have HBO Max, after seeing this trailer, I'm kind of tempted to find an open theater just to see this boy in IMAX. I mean, I've watched all the Godzilla movies in IMAX. I've watched Kong in IMAX. I just feel like, how can I not watch this movie in IMAX?
This is what we were talking about on one of the PSMBS episodes, where I said, if you want people to go back to the movies, give them a reason to go back to the movies. And this is the type of movie that will, like you just said right now, entice people to get back to the movies. And I saw this trailer. I mean, we've known about this movie for a while now. Yeah. It was rumored. The Godzilla movies, spoiler, the endings had certain things that pointed out to that. The King Kong movie had certain things that pointed out to that. Yep. And we can tell, even though there are different directors, writers, there is a monster cinematic universe that WB is creating with these creatures, and that's very cool. I'm excited about that. So, the trailer itself.
Before you can get to that, the last time I got excited for something like this was like Freddy versus Jason. Like this is what that vibe is giving me.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Two icons going head to head.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one that, kind of like a Batman versus Superman. Like I go back to Batman versus Superman. Initially, it's been something that's been done before. A lot of people wanted to see it. It's one of those dream movies. Like, hey, I want to see Batman fight Superman. This was another one of those dream movies. Want to see King Kong, our King Kong right now.
Look at
King
that.
Kong. Yeah, fight Godzilla. So it's just crazy that we're getting this movie. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it.
I'm just oh my gosh. Just look at the effects of this movie. This could not have been done 10 years ago or 20 years ago. This needed time for technology to advance, because I mean, they're not holding back with it. This budget was a blank check. You can just tell.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing I do want to bring up before we move forward.
Yeah, go ahead.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters. What did you think of that movie?
I liked the first one more than I liked the sequel.
Right.
But
I agree.
It was serviceable, like you like to say. It was serviceable.
Yeah.
It was still the same like glitz and glamour, but the first one just, I'd rather watch the first one over and over than I watch that one. That one, there's times where I'm like about to fall asleep.
Yeah, the second movie I was super hyped for, because King Ghidorah was in the movie, and that's an iconic, that's Godzilla's nemesis right there.
Okay.
And the way they portrayed the movie with the character and the lore, I thought that was great. They kept the alien vibe.
Yep.
I thought that was great, and I agree. The movie definitely wasn't as good as the first one. I have trouble getting through it again. I watched it in theaters. and I was like, okay, cool, but it kind of disappointed. It was kind of disappointing to me.
Right.
This one, based on this trailer, looks like they've kind of said, okay, you know, the last movie we kind of made some mistakes, and this movie we're gonna give you more of what you like. And this King, I love this version of King Kong. I just want to say that.
Oh yeah.
And obviously Godzilla, but this version of King Kong, I mean, this guy is
a beast. It's a beast.
It's a beast. So I'm feeling this battle. Initially, I was like, Godzilla versus Kong, but you know what?
I was actually like concerned on how Godzilla would react to seeing. I mean, King Kong would react to seeing Godzilla. I would think that in my mind, when I saw this movie being, you know, announced, I'm thinking King Kong's gonna, you know, whimper and, you know, pretty much, you know, when you see the scene when he's on the barge all tied up, I'm thinking it's not going to be a fair battle.
Yeah, history has shown that King Kong has lost a lot to different things. Like in the original Kong, you know, they shot him, he fell off the building. That was like one of the more familiar ways where Kong died. Godzilla has been nuked several times, and they could not stop him. It was sheer luck that they came up with the plan they came up to slow him down. But even then, he comes back to life. He's immortal. He can't be killed. There's like billions of Godzilla clones or something, you know, depending on the version that you're looking at. But so that's what my initial concern. I'm like, wow, you have this unkillable monster against that in cinema has been very difficult to kill or even hurt, you know. And then you got King Kong, which historically they've pretty much, he hasn't had that much of a ramp. He hasn't been that big of a threat to.
I mean, look at him right now. They got him hemmed up. They got him chained up, locked down.
Yeah, they couldn't do that to Godzilla.
There's no way.
They put him to sleep for a little while, but he got right back up. You know, they thought they nuked him and they killed him, but he got right back up and left.
Ooh,
so I'm excited. So let's talk about this casting.
Oh my gosh.
Millie Bobby Brown returns.
Yep.
Madison Russell, that character returns. We have Channing, Kyle Chandler, Mark Russell. He's returning.
It's very stacked. This cast is stacked.
Right, and then they got Alexander Skarsgård. You know, you can know him from True Blood. I mean, this guy's been everywhere. Incredible actor. Then they bring in Brian Tyree Henry. They brought in Julian Dennison, young guy. He was in the Santa Claus 2 movie with Kurt Russell on Netflix. But this kid is everywhere. This kid is everywhere. He's coming up. Then we got Lance Reddick. I mean, that's you know, Fringe. He's
back again.
Zavala,
actor.
Yeah, Zavala from Destiny. Which Steels can't stand. There's quite a cast here, and I think I'm glad Millie Bobby Brown is back. I really wanted. She's a talented actress, and I'm glad they're bringing her back, because they could have left her out, and I think on an average level, people would have been like, okay, we're moving on, because that second movie, man, it was a wasted performance. She was very good in that movie.
Right.
Very good in that movie. I enjoy watching her work. If you haven't seen Enola Holmes, check that out with Henry Cavill.
Okay.
But they brought her back. I'm glad. So I'm feeling the cast. The director is Adam Weingart.
What did he work on?
He worked on VHS, which is one of my favorite horror movies. Terrifying movie.
Right, VHS for sure. That's what I'm like, but it's like those are like straight. Those are straight to what is it? Straight to DVD?
Yeah, straight to DVD, straight to streaming. But a lot of these guys, the guy, I think his name is Danu, the guy who did Blade Runner, the last Blade Runner with Ryan Gosling. That guy was doing smaller indie foreign films, and he got his big break. And that last Blade Runner,
and that's crazy to me that, you know, Hollywood is, you know, taking I want to say risk. I don't know if that's the right word, but just taking a chance with these newer directors. You know, they're not. It's like, are they saving money there, or is that why they're doing it, or is it because they know that these guys have such a creative vision that, you know, they can get the job done. Because I'm looking at this and I'm liking the shots. You know, one thing for sure, which is different in this one, as you can tell, is that, you know, in the original Godzilla, you know, when you watch that thing in IMAX, there was never a scene where you saw, maybe at the ending, but there was never a scene that you saw the entire Godzilla. Like they showed you that this man is so massive that our camera can't capture all of them.
Yep. Absolutely. And on a side note, the first Godzilla was directed by Gareth Edwards, who was also coming from a smaller background. He did
replay.
He directed Rogue One.
Okay.
The best modern Star Wars movie in my
opinion. For sure.
Have you seen a little movie called Monsters? He was involved in that as well. Mm-hmm. He did perfect. He did a couple of those were like the two big ones,
right?
The small movies. But if you haven't checked out Monsters, check out that movie.
Okay,
very interesting movie. Gareth Edwards, great director. But like I said, he directed the first one, and his approach was. I love the first movie. His approach was kind of like Jaws. You don't see him that much.
Right. I love that. Some people didn't like that.
Yeah,
I
but
loved it.
With the first one, I'm cool with that. Because you know, it's the first one, and he put more of a horror spin to it. Mm-hmm. Like this guy, I think it was so massive. Godzilla was so massive. So I like that approach. The second one, however, I don't know. I don't remember who directed King of Monsters.
Right.
I don't think it was Gareth Edwards.
Now that this trailer keeps replaying and looping, I'm wondering how many times is Godzilla going to step toe to toe with Kong? Because I'm looking at this trailer and they show you the war at the battle, right? The naval ships, and then they also show you the battle at night when they get to land,
right?
So, is that the only two times they're going to see each other?
Yeah, I think everybody pretty much. Let's get into the theories.
Yeah,
now that you're in there.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's fine. One of the theories that everybody seems to agree on for the most part is this whole movie is not going to be about Godzilla fighting King Kong.
Right.
There's going to be another threat in this movie.
That drives the movie forward.
Drives the movie forward. They will fight, but the climactic battle is not Godzilla versus Kong. It's not one where they fight, they go away, fight, go away, fight, go away. I think there will be some fighting here and there, but I think ultimately they will team up, kind of like Batman versus Superman. Mm-hmm. They will team up and fight a bigger threat.
Right. Because they showed. I like in the trailer that they showed that they're like, why are they fighting each other? Why do they have so much smoke for each other? And then, you know, somebody says, oh, you know, it seems like they've been battled. They're the last standing.
Right.
You know, they're last
fought before.
Right. Their colonies have had beefs in the past. And I'm wondering if that was going to be that. My theory is this going to show that, like the war between the two sides?
That'd be interesting.
And then, you know, it flashes back to the present day. And then by the time you get to present day, you have some kind of emotional attachment to one or both because you know what they've had to go through, you know?
Yeah.
Give us some drama before the fight, the final fight.
I can see that. But again, I don't think that's a final fight. And here is why.
You don't think that city is the final fight?
Between Godzilla and Kong?
Yeah.
Like the fight. So you're saying the final fight of this movie is going to be Godzilla and Kong? There's no other.
Oh, no. Not saying that. Of course, you know, they want to save. Right now, they're just showing us what we want to see. Kong, Godzilla. There's obviously going to be. I mean, not obviously, but I would assume there's going to be something that draws them together.
Right.
What that could be, I don't know. It doesn't even have to be necessarily another monster. It could be a person. It could be a terrorist. It could be it could be like, oh shit, you know.
I mean, I think this is one of my theories that I am 100% on board with, and I will break it down for you right now.
All right.
Let's go back to the beginning. Okay. One of the theories this theory is split into two parts.
Okay.
The first one is, yes, Kong does fight Godzilla.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one where it's definitely obvious.
Right.
Here's where the theory goes a little left field. One of the monsters that is going to be in this movie is Mecha Godzilla.
Oh.
And I say that because look at this scene right here at the beginning.
Okay.
I'm going to go to it right now, and I'm going to pause it really quick, and I want to show you something.
Oh,
right there. You see those red lights right there?
Yeah, yeah.
That's not Godzilla, and that's not King Kong.
Oh,
Those red lights are very iconic red lights.
Oh, you've been doing your digging in a dark web.
Oh yeah. No, I've been researching myself. I saw this because I watched this trailer like 80 times. Because I'm one of the I believe in the theory that there is another threat, a bigger threat which they team up with to fight. And this is one of the things that backs that up. But if you scroll even further,
okay,
let's go over here. And I think it's, I want to say it's, where is this dude? There's a scene. Oh my God, I don't know where it is. All right, it might be here. There's a scene right. Where are you? Where are you? I think it's coming up. Let me let it play out because I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. It's right.
Such a good trailer.
It is, man. It's the effects are so good. You got to see this in the theater. We got to see this in the theater. I mean, this is one of those.
If you go to the theater, I'm going to the theater with you.
All right, yeah. I think
if you can find a theater open when this drops, I'm going. No problem.
I think it's around here. Let me make sure. Hold on.
Yeah.
But while we're discussing that, the Mega Godzilla theory, that was one, right? The other theory that connects with Mega Godzilla is Mega King Ghidorah, which, if you remember, at the ending of Godzilla, King of Monsters, they showed they were recovering one of King Ghidorah's heads, which is consistent with the King Ghidorah stories, where they bring him back and he fights Mega King Ghidorah.
Right.
So that theory is the one I'm really leaning on, because based on what I've seen from this trailer, I'm 100% behind that theory. In fact, I'm willing to bet that Mechagodzilla for sure, maybe not King Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla for sure is going to be the main villain.
Wow.
Because I think these two are gonna fight. Yeah, I think these two are gonna fight no matter what. A couple times.
Yeah. I'm thinking 2 to 3 times at most. Now
here is a crazy U-turn on that. Okay, there we go. You see the background right there?
Systems.
Look at the outside of it. It looks like a Godzilla. Look at the feet.
Yes.
Look at the. Come on, man.
Oh my God, they gave it away. It's right there. Unless there's no way that they would try to X-ray
Godzilla.
The actual Godzilla.
Why?
Right. It'd be impossible.
Systems. Charge. You got a whole bunch of robotic stuff here.
So this guy right here, he wasn't in the second one, right?
No, he wasn't.
So this might be the protagonist right here.
Yeah.
This might be the protagonist.
Yeah.
He's going to be the guy to say, "Hey, I can fix all this.
Yeah.
Give me the money, I'll fix all this."
Yeah. It could be. Another thing I want to add is, now here's where the theory goes crazy.
All right.
Stick with me with the Mechagodzilla
I'm
theory.
there. I'm locked in.
In the trailer, they say Godzilla is hurting people and we don't know why. I don't know if you remember. That's when Kyle Chandler comes out and he's like, Godzilla's hurting people. We don't know why, because he's searching for something. There is a crazy theory out there that the Godzilla we are seeing on screen, the times he's fighting Kong, is not the real Godzilla, but Mega Godzilla with Godzilla's skin.
Oh.
And somebody's trying to either frame Godzilla or use Godzilla as a bad guy or something.
We've seen that before. We've seen where the bad guys pay to create all this crime, create all this carnage, and say, "Hey, we'll fix it."
Right.
When they're the ones actually putting it on.
That theory,
you've seen them. They did that to Batman. They've done it to many heroes.
Right.
So that's actually that would be valid.
It's interesting. I'm not leaning on that one too much, but it'd be very interesting. But I think at the end of the day, it's time to Mega Godzilla, man. I know Mega Godzilla, and I hopefully King Ghidorah's in it, where it's King Kong, Godzilla versus Mega Godzilla and Mega King Ghidorah. I just don't think Kong and Godzilla together fighting Mega Godzilla, excuse me, I don't think that's fair. I think that's too easy for them.
Right.
I mean, they're both, and it's both on its own. They can probably beat Mega Godzilla by themselves.
Right.
But there has to be something more that's driving them. And I think if this cinematic universe is following what they're following, those two are very linked. Mega Godzilla, the mechas are very linked. Yeah. And it's all the same people and the same plot and the same thing. So that's why I think that theory is
Now here's my second question, because this is the first trailer. We'll probably get 2 more trailers before the actual release of this movie. Do you think that they spill the beans on the actual protagonist in this movie? Do they tell us that he's in the movie before it drops?
I don't know. I think
if it was your call, what would you do?
This trailer was enough.
Oh yeah,
we don't need to know anymore. We need to know anymore.
I don't want to know anymore.
We're good.
I don't want to know anymore.
We don't. If anything, they can do different angles from different battles and cuts, and I'm fine with it. But we don't need this trailer. Listen, I've always said a trailer needs to do one of the most important things. One job. Get you hype for this movie. And that's all you need to do. You don't got to tell me the story. You don't got to tell me the plot. Sometimes it's a movie where you go in completely blind. You don't know what it is. And it gives you a trailer and you're like, I don't know what this movie is about, but that trailer has me interested. And that's what this trailer did, I think, for a lot of people. And for us fans, it gave, like you said, it gave us what we want, Godzilla and Kong fighting.
Right.
But it didn't give us too much as to why. There's a lot of theories about control. This little girl right here, for example, there is a little girl in the lore of Godzilla and that can control
from the cartoons, the whole nine.
Yeah, her right there that can control, is telepathically linked to Godzilla.
Yeah, wasn't it a animated that they had with the little girl?
They did I mean, they had, just like the twins can communicate with Mothra. There was a little girl that communicated with Godzilla, and now she's communicating with Kong. So they're kind of flipping things a little bit, if so. But I like it. I'm feeling the vibe. I think they don't need to show any more, man. I think I'm good. I think they could just, the only thing I didn't like about, the only thing that was kind of forgettable to me about this trailer was the music. I was kind of like, it was fine. It was fine. The trailer was beautifully cut. The music to me it's fine. It added an element to it, but I just think I heard something else, man. Do you remember the first trailer for King of the Monsters?
No, I do not. You pull it up if you want.
We won't be able to hear it.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about just the audio side of it.
Yeah, okay, if you look at the audio, I think they were playing a classical music song. It was it's a very famous classical piece that escapes my mind. But they played, think about the approach, how good the trailer was. They had all this action happening, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, yet in the background, they had a classical piece,
it's that
classical
aspect.
Music.
I like that's been the trend lately for a lot of not action movies, but horror movies, where you see them, they showing you this horror movie, but then they're playing, you got a friend in me. They're playing something so abstract. To what's actually, and it works so well.
It works. This one didn't quite. The music didn't quite get me. That's my only complaint about this film. But everything, else about this film is the King Kong looks menacing. I love it. I love
that shot right there. I just want that as my wallpaper.
Yeah,
that Kong with the Godzilla burst. Oh, come on, man.
So, last thing before we go.
Yeah.
Give me one hot take of this movie. What do you think? Give me a cinema versus streaming hot take. What do you think is going to happen?
I think this will actually even if let's say this movie comes out and the movie theaters are not open where you are, I feel like once the movie theaters are open, people will go back and rewatch this movie at the theaters just so they can feel it. And I feel like this movie will actually deliver. There's a lot of good movies coming out this year, a lot of big names coming out this year, but I feel like this movie can be a top contender for movie of the year.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, they got a good stacked cast.
Okay.
So far, I mean, this is just a trailer I'm just going off of course.
Right.
I mean, I've seen a lot of good trailers before, and a lot of movies to follow the good trailer not really hit the point.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's happened so many times.
Yes, they're showing a lot of explosions, a lot of this, but it still has impact. Like, it still feels good. So I feel like this, like I said, this could be a contender for movie of the year. Not saying that it would win, but it could be a good contender. That's my take for this.
Okay. My hot take is, when this movie coming out? What's the exact date?
No date yet. It just says 2021. That's why I feel like it might be coming after Mortal Kombat. So if Mortal Kombat does come out in April, then this movie I could see coming out early summer or midsummer. This has to be a summer release.
Interesting.
This has to be a summer release.
I think my hot take is it's a little bit of bad news.
Uh-oh.
I think this movie will be delayed. I think the executives. Wait, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I think the executives are watching the reactions. Okay, and they're thinking, "Oh my God, this movie can actually bring people into theaters.
It can draw, yeah.
Let's wait till we get a little bit better with the protocol, with what's going on, with all the deals, with everything, and let's release this movie when we have a better, clearer picture of people going to the movies." What's
the view count on this trailer so far?
Let me.
I know we probably put like 30 on it already.
Yeah, I know. It is 21,941,332.
Yeah, if I'm in that boardroom, I might be pumping the brakes.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
the trailer's only been out for a day.
Yes,
as we record this.
Exactly. So if I'm an executive, I'm looking at this going, whoa. If we're planning to release this in March, I think we should wait a little bit more to make sure we can get people in seats. And I don't think they're thinking streaming with this movie. I think they're thinking, but with Wonder Woman and so far with all the other movies that we've seen that have done this, I think they're kind of like, we're gonna take our chances. This is the world we live in. Let's just get these out. Let's just get them out. These were supposed to be out last year. Let's just get them out. I think with this one, I would be a lot more cautious.
I would hold it.
This could be the biggest movie of the year. Yeah.
I would let Mortal Kombat fly.
Yes.
But I'm holding on to this because this will draw more families.
Yes.
Because this is actually a PG-13 movie.
Yes, it is.
Mortal Kombat's a rated R movie.
Exactly.
So obviously, number-wise, the PG-13 movie is going to draw more revenue.
See, that's why they didn't put a date on it, because they're gonna hold on to it, because the movie's done.
All these movies are done. Space Jam, Mortal Kombat, they're all done.
They could drop this movie tomorrow on HBO Max.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But they want to show us, like, look, this is what we got. Okay. Don't you want to see this in the theater? Don't you? You want to see this at home? Are you sure?
That was my first take.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Are you sure you don't want to see this in IMAX? With the crazy sound, the theaters are. Look, listen, guys. The theaters are safe. The gyms are open. I go to the gym and it's insane, and it's safe. They somehow keep it safe. The movie theater, they've lowered the capacity. They are cleaning. I've been to the movies during this pandemic 2 times. I've never felt safer. It's like anywhere else where everybody's following protocol. They're cleaning everything.
Cinema.
I mean, this is the movie. Like I said, like we said before, you want people to go back. Give us a reason to go back.
This is the reason right here. This is a reason.
Yep.
All right.
Cool, man. I'm good, man. I think we covered. I'm excited, man. I think we covered everything.
For sure. I can't wait.
I just need a date, and I want this movie to succeed. This movie almost didn't happen because King of Monsters didn't do that well.
Right.
And then remember if you remember the story about this movie, there were a lot of issues producing this movie, getting a director, getting the cast. This movie has been through some
production hell.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's never that good, man.
All right. Anyways, I got to go.
All right, guys, take us out of here, Lex.
Cinema and BS. This is a special episode, Godzilla trailer reaction and thoughts. Let us know what you think. Don't forget PS and BS, where you can find all your media needs, whether it's movies, video games, and everything. Check us out, and that's it. Cut.